Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've been on. Some stuff's been happening in my life, some pretty heavy stuff's gone on the last few weeks, and sort of need to take a break away from social media a bit and vlogging. But I'm back now. I had a really amazing experience yesterday that I wanted to share and talk about and sort of go into some of the details that really have reaffirmed things for me. So I basically I had a Reiki session. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a spiritual sort of session. Yeah, I was pretty skeptical, I'm not going to lie, but the stuff that came up in that was 100% accurate with no information background. So became a pretty instant believer, and it sort of opened up my eyes to a lot of things. And the biggest thing for me that sort of came up was understanding what your purpose is, what your purpose in life is, and why you're meant to do things. And it sort of reaffirmed for me why I'm meant to do things. And I love speaking to people, I love talking to people, I love teaching, I love coaching, and I love helping people. It's really ingrained in my nature, so it's always been through that. And the biggest thing that came with that is to understand that the journey I've been on is there to help people. It's not for my own gratification. It's there to pass on knowledge and understand that my experience that I went through. So my 60 kilo weight loss was not, oh, awesome, Sean, congratulations, high five. It's hey, whoever you are I'm speaking to, this is the experience that I went through, and I can help you and guide you. I can't do it for you, but I can guide you and fill you in on some experiences that I went through. And one of the biggest things that came back to me and that I never really took notice of, but really played a big part in my successful weight loss journey, was understanding my why and what I wanted to do. And knowing that why is huge. And people talk about, oh, my why this, my why that, and it becomes a little bit airy fairy. And I was at a conference a few weeks ago as well, and this sort of came up, and it really nailed down what that why is and how we determine that why. So the way we do that is we always get to a point where we make a decision that helps us to leave our comfort zone, that we want to leave our comfort zone. So whether it be weight loss, whether it be business, whether it be what we want to study, or whether it be asking someone out, or asking that guy or girl if they want to drink or go to coffee, or whatever it might be that takes you out of that comfort zone. And we always have this voice in our head, or we have people telling us around us, like, oh, you shouldn't do it, you can't do this, you're in a steady job, or, you're not capable of losing the weight, or you know what, all these doubts in their heads or from people around us that fuel this negative vibe come in, and we just step back. And that why is the thing that made us take that leap in the first place. So people talk about, oh, I'm struggling with motivation at the moment. Motivation disappears. That's a big thing to remember. Motivation doesn't always stick around. The why is what we have to hold on to, and the why is what we have to reconnect with all the time. And for me, to be honest, I lost that why for a little bit and always never really deeply connected with that why. My why for me is I've been on this journey and I can help people understand that. And I get such a joy out of seeing people learn and achieve their first box jump in the studio, or they've lost their first 5 kilos, or they're just flat out and end their first training session with a smile and a high five. Like that's my why in the studio. And my wife for doing this is I just love sharing this information. And you've probably seen some of my videos. I can just rattle on and talk because I love it. So that why that you need to reconnect with is the thing that makes you do that leap, and ignore those voices and those people. They might be your partner. They might be your parents. They might be really good mates. Or it might be just that doubt in the back of your head because you've tried and failed and failed. The why is the thing that helps you take that leap of faith, because there's nothing comfortable about a leap of faith. And to be honest, we like being comfortable. I like being comfortable. To be honest, I don't like speaking in front of this camera, but it feels natural to me. So when we leave that stuff behind and we take that leap of faith to what we're meant to do, because our why is strong enough, and that's the thing that's made us do that leap into our purpose, even when it's uncomfortable, it feels good. And that's when you know we're in the right space, the right time frame, and we're doing things when they're meant to be done. Sometimes things aren't meant to be done at certain times. Sometimes, you might be listening to this and think it's complete and utter crap, and this might be the wrong time for you to hear that. But there's also going to be people that are sitting there going, holy shit, this makes perfect sense. So knowing when things parallel and line up at the right time and the things we're doing, that's when we feel that sense of, yes, I'm scared and nervous because I'm going to the unknown, but it just feels right. And I know this is the right vibe for me. And I see that when clients come into the studio for us here, there's people that it's just not the right fit, and that's cool. No dramas at all. But then there's people that just instantly go, I don't know what it is, but this place is just amazing. And for them, it's the right time, the right place to be here to change their life and to go onto that path. And that's something that's massive, that's really hit me in the last couple of days. I just really wanted to share that with you. Just think about that why, know your why. I'm more than happy to answer questions. I love speaking to people. I love, I'm happy to get on conference calls with people. I want to do that sort of stuff. I want to do talks with people. So if that's something you want to do, or just message me, have a chat with me. This is my passion. This is what I feel like, to be honest, my purpose is, and I love it. So if you want help or you need some guidance with anything, I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form. I've gone through my own story, and I love sharing that story to help people and to show you that things are possible, because I was at a point where I didn't think anything was possible, and it is possible, and you can do anything. You are strong enough. You've just got to take that leap and know why you are taking that leap, because that's the thing that's going to get you there. Have a great night, guys. See you soon. Comment below, share. I want to know what's going on. If you've got any questions, let me know. If you've got any feedback, let me know. I love all of it. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.